Hello, everybody. Today in Treasury Coil session on 11th January, the first session on this year. We started by talking about proposals and expectation for proposals. And then we ended up with a bit of Treasury budget policy suggestions. The most of the time spent in this session was around the expectation of proposals and when it's needed and what are the downsides, what are the upsides. And if you're interested, making proposals creates a lot of bureaucracy, and it also creates additional costs to all the work groups and to the entire ambassador program. But on the upside, it does increase transparency, it makes people accountable, improves processes, and brings certainty to the investment of the Treasury budgets we have. It also covered a little bit of how it's related to quarterly budgets, because previously we have been using quarterly budgets to kind of estimate on the costs and distribute our rewards. So the proposal is an addition that is making things more efficient in terms of onboarding and accountability. For now, it looks like in this call, there was quite a lot of pushback on having proposals in a way that having them right now. So we are not expecting every work group to do a proposal. If you see that this is not something that fits your work group, you can simply suggest the budget request for the quarter, and that will be enough. But if it is possible, then on the Miro board, you will find templates and that can help you with that. If these templates are too long and there is too much information asking, you can come up with your own proposals, but at least include a quarterly budget request into that proposal. Another thing that we didn't really discuss, but was brought up, is that rules, what can you challenge and why? Because we have constantly been finding that people are seeing, oh, there is somebody's requesting $100 here or $1,000 there, and people are curious, and also they see that there is some kind of unfair play. And so, but in some situations, they are totally okay, but still unclear. So having some kind of policy where can you block rewards or be more scrutiny around that would be nice. Right now, we kind of skipped that discussion because that would have been another big kind of works, I would say, which is we have been challenging that topic every now and then over last year. We will have to come back to this, of course, in upcoming weeks too. But right now, I feel like our current focus should be to have an overview of the budget, the requests, and the cost of what's going to be spent in this quarter and what people need. I did forget to mention that there is a new Treasury Manager update. We can now import Clockified CSV files. So if you are using Clockify or you're thinking, or you use any kind of time management where you just click a button and do this, now Treasury Manager supports importing that, which means you don't have to use Twork at all. Everything is going to populate into the metadata as well as using Twork. Because, for example, we have one person who used Clockify and he had to copy paste the information to Twork, and it's no longer needed. And this kind of reminds people that Twork is not the only solution. There is whatever tools works you the best, let's work together, and perhaps we can integrate it with Treasury. And we also looked at Treasury Quilt proposal in this call. I shared a little bit at the beginning what it outlines, what are the costs are, and in general, how long it took to create the proposal. We didn't finish and going through all of that, and maybe that isn't really needed either as of now. And also research and development will share their experience on writing a proposal and sharing their output. Finally, on Treasury budget policy suggestions, we discussed and actually seems to agree on establishing a 10% fluctuation risk buffer from reserve. So all the work groups, and you don't have to include risk mitigation in your budget, quarterly budget requests. And then I also threw in a suggestion that every work group should have unplanned budget. So which means like a budget that you don't know how to account for, but you have some clear idea that every month or from your past experience, you have been spending, I don't know, $300 or $400 on things you didn't really plan to, but you needed to. So have that also in your budget request or in your proposal. And also one idea was starting to stake AGX, because now SingularityNet offers that opportunity. And so far, what we concluded is that we're going to create a separate wallet for that. And Treasury Guild is going to be the owner of the wallet that stakes, just to reduce any legal issues that may come from that in future. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. And see you in the next call. And also from this quarter, we started recording the full sessions. So if you want to see the full session and discussion, you will find the link below.